Hello, my name is Alfred Brock. I'm with the Wayne Focus, and we're going to be talking today about positive parenting and how it can prevent and does prevent drug abuse. And I've learned a lot of material from this myself, and let's get started. There's going to be a link at the bottom of this video that allow you to go to the location on the website to see the information that I'm going to be reading to you. There are also some videos that are associated with them, so you can see the skills practiced right there in front of you. You can review it at any time you want to. So here we go. This is called the Family Checkup. It's from the National Institute on Drug Abuse, and it's featuring positive parenting prevents drug abuse. So could your children be at risk for substance abuse? Families strive to find the best ways to raise their children to live happy, healthy, and productive lives. Parents are also often concerned about whether their children will start or are already using drugs such as tobacco, alcohol, marijuana, and others, including the abuse of prescription drugs. Research supported by the National Institute on Drug Abuse, NIDA and IDA, has shown the important role that parents play in preventing their children from starting to use drugs. The following 5 questions developed by the Child and Family Center at the University of Oregon highlight parenting skills that are important in preventing the initiation and progression of drug use among youth. For each question, a video clip will be provided in the link sent, which shows positive and negative examples of the skill. And additional videos and information are provided to you to help practice positive parenting skills. So it's all going to be in there. It's a big thing. You may have the skills already. And if that's the case, please review them and offer them to others. I've learned some things, and hopefully you will too. And feel free to share them to others, because the more people that know this, the better it's going to be, and easier it's going to be for us to combat this scourge. So the first question is about communication. Are you able to communicate calmly and clearly with your teenager regarding relationship problems such as jealousy or need for attention? Good communication between parents and children is the foundation of strong family relationships. Developing good communication skills helps parents catch problems early and support positive behavior, and stay aware of what is happening in their child's lives. So there'll be a couple of videos there, the relationship problems and clear communication. The negative example will be mom gets defensive. The positive example is mom is understanding, right? All leading towards finding out what's going on and working with them. Now, before you begin, be sure it's a good time to talk, and you can focus 100% on communicating with your child. Have a plan. Gather your thoughts before you approach your child. Be calm. Be patient. That's a big one. Limit distractions when you're having the conversation. No TV, none of the electronic devices. Talking. Limit them. Limit the distractions. The key communication skills include questioning, and the kind of information you receive depends a lot on how you ask the question. So you show interest and concern. We won't be blaming or accusing. For example, instead of, how do you get yourself into these situations? You could rephrase that and say, that sounds like a difficult situation. Were you confused there? Wow, I would have been. Encourage problem-solving thinking. For example, instead of, what do you think was going to happen when you don't think? You could offer up, say, what do you think would have been a better way to handle that? What do you think might have been a better way to handle that? And work through from there. You're the experienced one. You've got the life experience to help them. And then there's listening and observing. Youth feel more comfortable bringing issues and situations to their parents when they know they're going to be listened to and not be accused. So they're going to hear what they have to say and listen to you and not accuse them. And there's some extra tips that they're offering us. Be present and tuned in. Show understanding. Listen with respect. Be interested. Avoid negative emotions. Give encouragement. Give encouragement. Reducing emotion is a good idea. Sometimes talking with children brings up strong feelings that interfere with clear thinking. Following the calm steps can help a parent keep the conversation moving in the right direction. So here are the calm steps. C-A-L-M. C. Control your thoughts and actions. Keep it calm. Assess and decide if you're too upset to continue. You don't have to go all the way through to the end. You can break it up into pieces. The important part is that you're reaching out to them and they're connecting with you. Leave the situation if you're feeling too angry or upset. Don't make it worse than it is for anybody. Make a plan to deal with the situation within 24 hours and follow up at that certain time. Even if the same thing occurs again, follow up at the time prescribed. There's going to be a practice skill here, and the practice skill is going to have a video with active listening, and there'll be a YouTube embedded video. They ask that when listening to your child to please recall, show understanding. What they're going through isn't anything new to us, so we need to show understanding. We'll repeat back or summarize what the child said. Well, I'm learning this, I'm seeing this. This is good stuff to use at the school too when I'm talking with the teachers, talking with the children. Practice patience with them. That's a difficult one, right? Emphasize positive behaviors and choices. Positive behaviors and choices will ultimately lead to positive results. Now here's the question 2. Number 2 is about encouragement. Do you encourage positive behavior habits in your teenager on a daily basis? Daily basis. Seems like a lot, but it's not. Encouragement is the key to building confidence and a strong sense of self. Consistent encouragement helps youth feel good about themselves and gives them confidence to try new activities, develop new friendships if they need to, right? If they got some bad friendships, they got bad activities going on, it encourages them, it gives them the courage to go out and say, okay, I'll try this other thing. To explore their creativity and tackle difficult tasks. And if they've started down the road of this difficult problem with drugs, then this is a difficult task for them. You're going to have to work them out. It also helps parents promote cooperation and reduce conflict in the home and in the public, in the neighborhood, right? It's good stuff. Underachievement and in school and daily encouragement is the video example. And the negative example is dad reacts to failure. It's failure. Reacting. Right? And positive example is dad builds on success. So keep going, build on success. Now, encouragement promotes a strong sense of self because it sends 3 main messages to your child. Encouraging examples of encouraging words are, I know that wasn't easy. You did an awesome job. Keep on trying. You're very good at that. And I know you're very good at this. You're going to succeed at this. You're learning a lot. You are learning a lot. We're all learning a lot. This is a serious situation that came up on us. You're learning a lot. I like the way you did that. You're reaching out. It's great to see you working so hard. I just like it. I'm so proud of you. You can do it. Youth believe they can do things if parents, 1, help them break a problem down into smaller parts. Right? If you know the problem, you got the answer coming. Remind them of their strengths and past successes doing something similar or something even more difficult. And encourage them by sharing how they have dealt with challenges, and you've seen that in the past, and how you've dealt with them. So you have good ideas. Youth believe they have good ideas if parents do some of these things. Not just limited to this, right? Ask them to share their opinions and feelings. What are their opinions and feelings? What are they thinking? Listen to what they have to say. Ask them for input concerning family plans and events. What do they want to do? How do they fit in? Ask them for ideas to solve family problems. Ask them. You're important. Youth knows they're important if parents recall what they've told them. Make time for them each day. Attend school functions and extracurricular activities. They're fun, let me tell you. They're fun. People may not think they're fun, but going to the zoo, going to an apple orchard, taking a trip to a history museum, this stuff is fun. It's a nice way. Hey, I take vacation days. I don't know about you, but I've got a couple of vacation days. If I have them available, I'm going there. If I have free time and I can go to that event, I'm going there. Just always fun. Good stuff. Let them know that they are thinking about, that you're thinking about them when you can't be with them. Display things they have made and recognitions they receive from school or the community. Make them show that. Practices that are discouraging or being sarcastic or negative about a child's ability to be successful, that's going to knock them down. The parent doing that, it's going to boom, boom, boom. That's pretty pounding. Comparing a child to brothers and sisters. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? What's the answer to that? I don't know. Taking over when a child's progress is slow. Scooting them on and pushing them on, right? If they're going a little slow, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a slow day. And reminding a child of past failures. That's a drag. So practice skills include praise for positive behavior. There's a video there. So when given praise for cooperation, make it simple. Thank you. Do it right away. Be specific about what you like. and never miss an opportunity to encourage behavior or acts you would like to see repeated. That's a good idea. And there's a video reviewing behavior change plans. And when reviewing behavior change plans, check each step of the plan. This is difficult. You can do plus or minus on this one, right? Check each step of the plan. Praise positive behaviors. Always, 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 always positive, positive, positive. And give incentives immediately. Bingo. Remember to review the plan with your child every day. Now, question number 3, negotiation. Are you able to negotiate emotional conflicts with your teenager and work towards a solution? Negotiating solutions offers parents a way to work together to solve problems, make change, promote and improve cooperation, and teach youth how to focus on solutions rather than problems. Think through possible outcomes of behavior and develop communication skills. This is fun. This is a personal development too for the parents and friends and family. So, destructive behavior in negotiation. There's examples of it. The negative example is dad gets angry. Oh, gonna get angry. Positive example is dad stays calm, works through it. Set up for success. Get ready for success. I'm telling you, get ready for success. It's great stuff. You're gonna have to learn how to handle the success more than dealing with the failure, and it's a lot more fun anyway. So when? Select an unemotional or regularly scheduled time, not in the middle of a problem. And where? Where are you going to do this discussion? Choose a neutral place with few distractions. Again, the communication between you two is most important, not the rest of this stuff. Now, choose problems that are small and specific and state the problem neutrally. Recognize the other person's positive behavior. Accept part of the responsibility for the problem. Restate what you hear. Show understanding. And stop if you get too upset. Steps to problem solving. Awesome. Problem solving traps. Now, we're going to go over these kind of quick. Review them. Take your time. Don't try to solve hot issues. Don't blame the other person or put the other person down. Don't defend yourself. Try to let it go. Don't. Let it go. Don't make assumptions about another person's intentions. And don't bring up the past. Avoid using words such as always and never. Don't lecture. A simple statement will get your point across better. A simple statement will get your point across better. Now brainstorm. Open your mind to all ideas. Try to come up with 3 ideas each. Any idea is good, even ones that seem silly. Take turns coming up with ideas. Evaluate your list of ideas. Go through and list the pluses and minuses of each idea. This is fun stuff. It's better than watching the news, I think. I don't know. It's a personal news, right? Choose a solution. Choose ideas. Combine ideas if it's needed. And all of you should agree on the chosen solution. And then follow up later on. Check in with each other after you've tried your solution a couple of times to see how it's working. If it isn't working, go back to your list of ideas. If necessary, start over with some more brainstorm. And then there's the practice skills that come up. There's a video, neutral problem statements. And when you're making neutral problem statements, be brief, be specific, use a neutral tone of voice, and lead with something positive. There'll be a video here, negotiating solutions. Hey, a lot of this stuff, general life thing, most important for the children and the family, fighting for them. Negotiating steps. Make neutral problem statements. Generate possible solutions. Evaluate solutions. Choose a solution. Follow up to see how it's working. Follow up. Consistency on both sides. Wonderful stuff. Now, question 4. We're almost done. Setting limits. Ooh, got to do that. Are you able to calmly set limits when your teenager is defiant or disrespectful? Are you able to set limits on more serious problems behavior such as drug use if or when it occurs? Setting limits helps parents teach self-control and responsibility, show caring, and provide safe boundaries. This is important stuff. Self-control for the person, responsibility for the person themselves, and then we are showing caring. Others are showing caring to each other and providing safe boundaries, a safety net, safe boundaries, a safe place for them to be. It also provides the youth with guidelines and teaches them that following rules is important for their success in life. So there's an example with defiance and disrespect and setting limits. The next example is mom argues back. Well, positive example is mom stays in control. She's driving the car. She's taking care of stuff. That's what moms do. And then teenage drug use and setting limits. The negative example is mom overreacts. And a positive example is mom stays reasonable because mom's in control. And you know that's the fact. Right? All right. So there's a 2-step process. Step 1 is setting rules. Make clear, simple, and specific rules. Make sure your child understands your rules. That's important. Have a list of consequences. What happens if you don't follow the rules? And be ready to follow through. So, Step 2, following up. Research shows that parents are most effective in setting limits when they follow up right away, giving consequences when rules are broken and offering encouragement when rules are followed. Youth are more likely to follow rules if they know parents are checking up on them and will enforce the consequences consistently and as immediately as possible. Consistently. So extra tips. State the limit and consequence clearly. Catch the problem early. Avoid arguments and threats. Remember to use a firm and calm tone of voice. And follow through each time a limit is stretched or a rule is broken. Offer encouragement each time a rule is followed. That's good stuff. Testing limits. Now, testing limits is a natural part of growing up. Everybody does it, as far as I know. But it presents a special challenge for parents. Often our first reaction may come from fear for our child's safety or anger at being disobeyed. The SANE guidelines can help, that's SANE, can help parents establish appropriate consequences when youth breaks rules. Small consequences are better. Avoid consequences that punish you. Non-abusive responses. Effective consequences. They're under your control and are non-rewarding to your child. Youth may get angry, act out, or become isolated when parents enforce consequences. Your child is testing you and your limits. Don't react. Be consistent with your rules. Now, the practice skills include a video called Clear Rules. And when stating rules, be calm, be specific, state only one rule at a time. And remember to stay involved and notice when your child follows the rule. Then there's a video, privilege removal. When giving consequences, remember, please recall, label the problem behavior in terms of your rule, state the consequence clearly, avoid arguing, ignore trivia, and remember it is normal for kids and teens to react negatively when they receive a consequence. So the video is making clear and effective requests. To make effective requests, be specific. Make only one request at a time. Focus on what you want, not what you don't. And remember to make sure your child does what is asked and give praise when he or she does. Question number 5, supervision. Do you monitor your teenager to assure that he or she does not spend too much unsupervised time with peers? Childhood is a period of major growth and change. Youth tend to be uncertain about themselves and how they fit in, and at times they can feel overwhelmed by a need to please and impress their friends. These feelings can leave children open to peer pressure. Knowing your child's friends and peers helps parents improve communication, reduce conflict, and teach responsibility. Unsupervised time with peers and monitoring, there's some examples there. Negative example is dad doesn't pay attention at all. Got no clue. Positive example is dad follows up. Good stuff. You can help your child and increase your influence by knowing your child's friends in the neighborhood and at school. Staying involved in your child's activities. Talking to your child when a concern comes up. Then there's some extra tips. Keep lines of communication open. Be patient and observe. Don't react. It may pass. Stay involved. Spend time listening to your child. Know your child's friends and watch your child interact with them and others. Talk to the parents of your child's friends. Community, social engagement, a protective and safe environment. That's what is being built. That's what you're